name is Brian Sobel, and today I'm going to be doing an industry analysis on Tesla. I'm very interested in this company because it would be very cool to work with them down the road, and some of you probably feel the same way. So let's get into it. So the first step to analysis is trying to figure out which industry structure Tesla lands in. Is it a monopoly? Is it an oligopoly? We'll just have to see. Here we'll look at some characteristics of Tesla's industry structure. On top we see the number of suppliers or competitors in the market, and with this we used a 5-firm concentration ratio, where we see that the top 5 automobile companies globally hold 51.2% of the market, and those include Tesla, Toyota, Volkswagen, BYD, and Daimler. Next we'll look at the type of product. The products are similar but far from identical, and there's evidence of interdependence between the companies. We'll also look at barriers to entry. The barriers are very high to get in the automobile industry, with tremendous investment needs in technology, infrastructure, and supplies. They also require production, design, and global shipping logistics. We'll also look at forms of competition. Within the auto industry, they utilize many forms of advertising through television, internet, and on social media. And lastly, we'll look at whether they're price makers or takers. Auto manufacturers are price makers. So with all these characteristics, we can determine that we're looking at an oligopoly for the Tesla industry structure. Now that we've determined that Tesla operates in an oligopolistic industry structure, let's look at some graphs. Here we see a basic graph showing a fairly inelastic demand curve with marginal revenue below that. To our graph, we've added our marginal cost, average total costs, and average variable cost curves. Where marginal revenue equals marginal cost, we can set our quantity. From there, we head up to the demand curve where we can set our price. Since our quantity and price meet at the demand curve above our average total cost curve, we see an economic profit. And in 2020, Tesla turned its first profits since going public in 2010. The market change I've decided on stems from COVID-19. Due to the COVID-19 virus, Chinese automobile exports have fallen tremendously. The United States automobile industry is poised to take the biggest hit from this decline, as we make up the majority of the buyers who purchase these parts. Tesla is forced to find more expensive replacements for these key parts and materials that will cost them more than importing them from China. This price for supplies will increase the variable cost for Tesla due to this being a situation with raw materials. The output level impacts the change in costs. As a result, marginal cost, average variable cost, and average total cost will shift upwards. This is a reminder of what the original graph looked like. Now I will apply the market change to a new graph where the average total cost, the average variable cost, and the marginal cost shift up. As you can see, demand stays the same. We've shifted all 3 of our cost curves upwards. That's marginal cost, average total cost, and average variable cost. This creates a new point where marginal revenue meets marginal costs, and this is where we determine our quantity and our price. There's been an upward pressure on price and a downward pressure on output. The market change of Chinese exports being blocked initially moves the average variable cost curve upwards because the output level impacts the change in costs. Afterward, our average total cost and marginal cost curves move upwards as well. We can see where our total revenue point on the graph is, where quantity meets price at the demand curve, and this is above our average total cost curve, which means we're making an economic profit still, although it is smaller than the previous graph before the market change. Hey guys, thanks for watching my industry structure and market change video. I hope you enjoyed. I got most of my information online and I couldn't quite fact check everything that I found, but I saw a lot of the same information on multiple websites, so I'm pretty sure it's correct. I'm going to have a works cited at the end of this video just so you know where this information came from, and I hope you enjoyed. Thank you.